Hello peeps and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Nightdagger, episode 8 of season 5. Alright, so, last episode, I said I was going to run out and I was going to do some hunting around and find the rest of the presses we need to get started with AE. Well, I did. As soon as I find them. I found a total of 3 silicon presses, 2 calculation presses, 2 engineering presses, and then I finally found the logic press. On the way out, I also found another one of those spider trees, and in there, I found a division sigil. So, yeah, we got one of those now too. And I went ahead and gathered some sand and some sandstone and some clay because there's something that I want to get started on. And there is a decision that I have made for this season that I want to discuss. Because there's a couple of mods in here that, there's a couple of mods in here that are really cool, but that there's some mechanics in them that make them a little bit inferior to other mods. In particular, I'm talking about Immersive Engineering. Immersive Engineering is a really, really cool mod. It is based off of the nice world hole. It is based off of the RF architecture. But for those of you guys who remember the old industrial craft, when you had cable loss over distance, yeah, Immersive Engineering brings that back. And the loss over distance can actually get pretty extreme in some cases. Like the HV cable loss is a full 1% for every 16 blocks. It gets kind of crazy. However, it is really cool looking. It has really awesome aesthetics. Like, it actually uses lines and poles and transformers and stuff like that. So, and I am walking out here for a reason. What I am thinking about doing, instead of just relying full on applied energistics, or not applied energy, full-on thermodynamics for power transportation, the whole flux duct and all of that. I am thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this be my main base. And within the confines of the main base, or within the confines of any other base that I build, we're going to be permitted to use flux ducts, anything like that, for very short-range power loss. Think of it as the wires in your house. The wires in your house, from the point where the power enters your home to the outlet that your computer's plugged into, the amount of loss you're going to have between those 2 points is pretty damn minimal. So we're going to consider the inside of that to be a house, and anything that we use in there, we are allowed to use lossless means. However, that being said, you don't have a generator in your house, do you? Or at least not a big one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build auxiliary buildings for power generation. I'm going to actually have dedicated power plants that I'm going to set up and try to make look cool using all sorts of different types of power generation techniques. Water mills, windmills, thermoelectrics, diesel engines, big reactors, dynamos, the whole 9 yards. We're going to set up a big power plant meshing all sorts of different technology to produce massive amounts of power for us, and we're going to use immersive engineering lines in between those auxiliary bases so that we have the cool power line effect. I think it's going to make everything look really cool. It is not by far the optimal way to do it. Let's get this straight. It's not optimal. Optimal would be to just use flux ducts for everything and say screw immersive engineering. But honestly, the mod is just so cool that I don't want to do that. So, immersive engineering will be the connection between the buildings. Inside buildings, we're allowed to use lossless technology. You guys who are watching, if you're playing along, feel free to follow along with that, or not, as you choose. If you don't want to deal with loss, you can also go into the config file for Immersive Engineering and you can tweak the loss levels and get rid of it entirely if you want. There's nothing saying you even have to play with the loss, but I kind of like the idea of having to overbuild my technology a little bit, and actually having to be concerned about loss, or put small power generation things in critical locations where I need power on demand or lossless power and so I don't have to worry about the loss. But for supplying the main base, it's going to be all immersive engineering to go from the auxiliary to the main. Inside the main, inside the auxiliary, we can use lossless. Anything connecting two buildings, we got to use immersive engineering. And when you guys see the immersive engineering stuff, you're going to flip. It's so cool. All right, but immersive engineering, which is where we're probably going to be starting for today's episode, requires a few things, one of which is treated wood. Treated wood, if you take a look, once I find it, wood storage crate, treated wood planks is 8 wooden planks around creosote, which means we need to get our hands on some creosote. Now, we could use the Railcraft coke oven bricks, which is sand and regular bricks, just like that, to give you coke oven bricks. But I think I actually want to use the immersive engineering one, because I've never used the immersive engineering coke oven, and I kind of like the way it looks. Not to mention the immersive engineering coke oven actually processes wood faster than the Railcraft one and provides the same yields. So I've got some bricks cooking up in here, and I've got some clay in my inventory, and I've got some sandstone. We're going to go ahead and take these bricks, and we're going to make coke oven bricks. This is going to get us 27 coke oven bricks so far. And the coke oven from Immersive Engineering is built pretty much exactly the same way you might be used to from Railcraft. We're just going to break us a nice little hole right in here, and we're actually going to even dig it down a layer. It is a 3x3 multi-block structure that is hollow in the middle. At least I think it's hollow in the middle. Let's take a look. 27, right click one of the sides, center blocks. Oh, nope, this one is actually a full 27. So, there we go. Now, a lot of the immersive engineering blocks require the use of the engineer's hammer. Where are you, engineer's hammer? There you are. The engineer's hammer is 2 iron, piece of string, and a couple sticks. Should be pretty easy for us to do at this point. Bears noting I've also done a little bit more of my mineral processing off camera, so we've recovered some of our mineral stockpiles. And I just got a text message from someone. Sticks, iron, string gives us the engineer's hammer. And the engineer's hammer is used to form multi-blocks. If we right-click the coke oven here, that's going to give us a coke oven. Hey, isn't that cool? Alright, so let's go ahead and get processing some wood, because I kind of want to use wood because A, it's going to give me charcoal, B, it's going to give me a decent yield of creosote. It gives you a 1/4 bucket of creosote per wood, and it also processes faster than coal. So it's the same amount of creosote over time, but it's a renewable resource. So we put that in there, and we just let that cook. In the meantime, we're going to dig a second one over here. Boom. Coke oven. Come in here, grab another stack of wood. Sleep through the night. We'll get this one going too. Okay, another thing that we're going to need is we are going to need blast furnace. Blast furnace is used to increase the carbon content of iron, turning it into steel. This is going to require nether brick, bricks, and blaze powder. Blaze powder is the tricky part. We don't really have a reliable way to make blaze powder yet. We can get nether bricks because that's just nether rack. We can get regular bricks. I'm cooking some up. But blaze powder, that's tricky. We either need to go find some blazes in the nether, which I don't really feel like doing, or we need to go farm cinder pearls, but I don't know where there's a desert. Or we can fluid transpose destabilized redstone into glowstone to get one piece of blaze powder. This actually seems like not a bad idea considering how much redstone I have. All I have to get is some glowstone, make a fluid transposer, and power it. That shouldn't be too hard. So, we're going to take a look through here, see if we have any food left. I'm completely out of beef Wellington at this point, so no more wellies. Until I actually start crafting some of my own, which I'm probably going to want to do at some point. I definitely need to get a source of food now that my beef Wellington supply is gone. For right now, I think we're just going to go harvest our wheat. I really need to get another field going. Maybe next episode we'll spend a little bit of time working with some agricraft and get us some reliable crops going. There's a couple of tricks in that mod I haven't shown you guys yet either, and one of them's really cool, I think. Alright, this is going to get us some bread. We'll cook the bread up. Actually, we'll do this in the top furnace because there's some pellets in there. Get the rest of these. I'm actually going to cook up another stack of this stuff. And then the rest of this we'll put away. Now, my inventory is completely frickin' crammed full. This is no bueno. We need to fix this. We can fix this using one of our mods. We're going to take some gold. We're going to take some iron. We have installed the iron chest mod, which allows me to take some wooden planks and some iron. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 12 total. That's going to get us 12 wooden to iron chest upgrades. By applying a wooden to iron chest upgrade to a chest, you double the storage. So this is going to give us everything we need to double our storage without adding any more chests to our nightmare. Now, we could go even further and use gold to increase these to gold chests, but honestly, I don't think I need to right now. And gold is still a little bit of a precious resource for me, so we're going to hold off on that, I think. We'll put this away. We'll go stow the rest of this. I actually want to stop and check on our coke ovens. Oh, yeah! We're getting some creosote. Alright, let's put all of this stuff away. I want my pickaxe, as soon as I remember what I did with it. The only problem with this now is that I have twice as many chests to look through. There we go. Efficiency pickaxe. We have toast. We shall non-toast. And now we shall go to the nether. I really should bring a flint and steel with me, but Alright. Into the nether. Alright, we need glowstone, which means we need to get up. However, in order to do that, in order to ascend, we're probably going to need some netherrack. So I'm going to spend a few seconds here just tearing up some netherrack. What are you, burning blossoms? Oh, hello, what the crap? Can you be used for anything? Just making orange dye? What use is that? Alright. I do not want to suck the burning blossom back. We're gonna plant it. Alright. I need to insert a waypoint here so that I know how to get back. And then we're at Y59. I'm gonna need to go up, I think, to get to the glowstone. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of build myself a nerd pole right here. Pray there are no creepers. The idea of running across another creeper terrifies me. Alright. One nice thing about this ring that I'm carrying I don't like doing this over a beehive. One of those things comes out and gets me, I'm going to fall off and die. One nice thing about the ring I'm wearing is that I don't have to worry about dropping glowstone into the abyss. Gravestones. Do these actually give you anything? No. They're just decorative. Okay. Alright, let's head over this way. I am going to want to gather some soul sand while I'm here. So that's something I don't have yet. We're going to need soul sand for at least one mod. Not to mention, if we're ever wanting to grow nether wart, we're going to need some of it. So there is that too. There we go. We'll go with a good couple stacks for now. Alright. Now, you guys probably saw it too. But down there is an absolute unholy shit ton of glowstone. I don't know how to get to it though, without some serious risk. Of course... Oh, shite. Yeah, see, I don't know how to get to that without some serious risk. Smoldering grass. If we step on this, we're going to catch on fire. I don't like doing this right near this beehive. I mean, it's easy enough for me to just use netherrack. Oh, hello. I can do a netherrack bridge out to it, but I'm going to be over a lot of lava. So if gas comes up, I'm screwed. Or if another creeper walks out on here, I'm done. It's like, not even joking, dunzo, just dead. Close are we? Kind of. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like there's another beehive over there either. Okay. We have found our glowstone. I'm going to make a small platform here just so I feel a little safer. Oh shit, that's a wasp. Or no, that's a fire bat. You stay the hell away from me. Really wish glowstone aggregator still worked. It's easily my favorite source of glowstone. Aw, why is my ring not working? Okay, we got a little over 2 stacks. We're going to just kind of nerd pull up a little bit to get us up into the middle of it. And then I guess we'll come out this way just a little bit. Get back out in the middle of it. This is so dodgy. Ugh, we're calling that good. I'm not going to risk anymore. There will be plenty of time to screw around in the nether once I have some basic flight. For right now, let's get the hell out of Dodge. Okay, this of course means that I need a fluid transposer. It also means I'm going to need a magma crucible, because you have to have a magma crucible in order to melt down the redstone to make it destabilized. So, we've got 2 thermal expansion machines we need to build after we sleep through the night. Let's see here. We're going to need 2 basic machine frames, tin gears, iron, glass. Well, I just got a crap load of sand, so we can make a crap load of glass. We're going to put the ash and the soul sand away. We're going to keep a stack of this nether rack, because we're going to smelt this into nether brick. Now we're going to need some iron, we're going to need some tin, we're going to need some gold. So, tin, iron, gold, good. First thing we need is a magma crucible. Magma crucible is 2 nether bricks, invar gears, machine frames, a leadstone energy cell frame, reception coil, which means we're going to need some Invar, we're going to need some lead on top of what we already got. We also need a fluid transposer, which is copper gears and just some glass. So it's just Invar and lead that we need. I made a couple of blocks of Invar, and we only need a few pieces of lead. Copper. We need copper. Alright, by now we should have 8 pieces of glass. Yep. We are going to use a bit of tin, some iron, to make a couple of tin gears. That's going to get us our basic machine frames. We're going to take some of these nether bricks and we're going to turn 2 of them, or we're going to turn a couple of them into some nether bricks. Fluid transposer takes copper gears, there we go. Both types of machines are going to take a redstone reception coil, which is redstone and gold. The fluid transposer takes a bucket, so we'll make one of them. There's our fluid transposer. Magma crucible takes Invar gears, so we'll make a couple of them. And it takes the leadstone energy cell frame. Need a block of redstone. This is why I need organization. Block of redstone, bit of glass. There's our leadstone energy cell frame. And there's our magma crucible. We're going to bring these out, and we're just going to put them right on this line. Magma crucible, fluid transposer. Magma crucible needs to be outputting to the right. The fluid transposer needs to be accepting from the left. Alright, now we just need power. We've got 2 steam dynamos here. The industrial apiaries have been shut off because they ran out of power. So we need to juice these things up. Just so happens we're cooking up some charcoal, aren't we? Toss that in there. And we're going to start getting some power in our fluid transposer and our magma crucible. We're just going to let these bees not run for the moment. We're going to set these to enable on redstone. Now, the apiary is still going to charge, but it's not going to burn the power. So once these have filled up, they'll stop charging. And then all of our power will go into our machines here. Now, I'm going to need quite a bit of blaze powder. It takes 2 redstone per glowstone. So, we're going to get a stack of redstone and a half a stack of glowstone, and that's going to give us a half a stack of blaze powder. Toss the redstone in the magma crucible, toss the glowstone in the fluid transposer, and now we wait. You can see 100 millibuckets of destabilized redstone went into there. Now there's 200. It pulls a piece of glowstone, infuses, thinks about it for a minute, and bam, blaze powder. Good deal. We need another brick. We're not going to need any of this other stuff at the moment, although we will want some iron. Thought I had more iron than that. Might have to do some more mining. I've got a couple of iron ore there. We'll toss the other glowstone in there. We'll toss the glass in there. And grab some nether brick. Okay, blast furnace is regular bricks, nether bricks, and blaze powder. We need 27 of these, which means we need to do 14 combinations, because that's going to get us 28. So we're not quite there yet. We're good on bricks, but not quite nether bricks. Let's go ahead and get some more smelting, just to speed things up a little bit. So we're 31 minutes into the episode, and I would really like to get the blast furnace up before the episode's over. How are we doing on dynamos? Need some more charcoal in them. There we go. A little more charcoal for the dynamos. Magma Crucible is working real hard. Getting me some blaze powder. So this thing is capable of using up to 400 RF a tick. It's currently burning 40. Because this thing's using 40. Wait. 80? 80? You're not keeping any. These are all full. Okay, now he can use some more. I was gonna say, you should be able to get up to 100. You should be able to get to 120 RF a tick if this thing is running. And you should be able to exceed that when it's not. Okay, we need to wait for 14 blaze powder. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and carve ourselves a hole for the blast furnace. Like the other ones, it is a multi-block 3x3. And we're going to take the engineer's hammer for this too. And text messages. I have to respond to that in a few minutes here, but I'm going to finish the episode first. Getting the episode out for my peeps is more important than my text messages. I can text all I want once I'm rendering. Okay, we've got the blaze powder we need. So, we need to make... Oh, I need one more. And disco. Alright, so we now have blast furnace bricks. Right-clicko and blast furnace get. The blast furnace uses coal and iron to make steel. So, we've got 18 iron. We're going to take a bunch of coal, because I have absolutely no idea how much coal this is actually going to take. And we're going to do iron plus coal. Oh, do you actually require charcoal or coal coke? Oh, this actually can't even use coal. It has to use charcoal or coal coke. Because coal has sulfuric impurities, I'm guessing. That's interesting. We're going to have to get some wood cooking. My 2 blast furnaces are not going to provide enough charcoal to power that process. So we're going to want to get probably a good 2 stacks of wood going. Sleep through the night so I don't have any creepers show up. Okay, we've got 1 steel ingot. Awesome. I really should probably get some actual coal coke going in one of these ovens. So we're going to throw some coal in there and get some coal coke going. I got to do something with that creosote too. So let's take a look and see what I can do with the creosote. I think for the creosote, what I can actually do is I can just use a regular fluiduct. I can just use a temperate fluiduct for this, which is copper and just regular glass. Because creosote is not a hot liquid. So I should be able to just get some regular copper. And I'm going to need a bit of iron, a bit of Invar. So I'm going to need to make a couple of servos. There's that. Iron nuggets. We're going to make a hardened servo as soon as we get some redstone. There's some more iron. Hardened servo. And I have more Invar. I have some copper. So what I actually want to do, I'm going to grab a bit of this Invar and a bit of the copper. Actually, it's far more copper than I really needed. We're going to make ourselves a portable tank and immediately use Invar to upgrade that to a hardened portable tank. The temperate fluiducts we're going to put on top of these blast furnaces, or coke ovens. We're going to put the hardened portable tank right there. We're going to install the servos on here. We're going to set these to redstone control low. That's going to pump all of the wonderful creosote out and store it in this lovely portable tank for us. And we've got coal coke. And that is going to be a lot more efficient in cooking up our steel for us. Yeah, blast fuel 1200 ticks, blast fuel 300 ticks. So how long does it take to make steel in here? 1200 ticks. So yeah, it takes 4 pieces of charcoal or 1 piece of coal coke to make a piece of steel. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for it to burn off that coal coke. Give us another piece of steel. And then as soon as it's done, I'm going to toss some more charcoal in there. And then we're going to come grab the charcoal out of here and toss it in. Because 1 coke oven does not produce enough coal coke to keep that running. And I am very low on hunger again. Holy crap. Alright. We've got 15 more blaze powder in there. Our dynamos have completely run out of steam. But we did burn off everything in our magma crucible. And I just hit critical hunger. I've actually got slowness effects now. So I need to focus on food. That's not going to do me any good yet. Alright, so I think this is a good place to end the episode. I'm going to deal with my hunger problem, make a few more pieces of steel, and then when I come back next episode, I think we're going to devote next episode to food. So we are going to, off camera, I think I'm going to get some more of these 10-10-10 seeds through crossbreeding. And then next episode, we're going to set ourselves up a proper wheat field along with an irrigation system to help it grow faster. And AgriCraft actually provides us the means necessary to do that. Ought to be an awful lot of fun when we get around to it. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. This has been episode, 8 of Mod of Minecraft with Nightdagger Season 5. I will catch you later, peeps. Toast. Nom nom nom.